It already exists in my backgrounds. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Just calm down, everybody. Take 5. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, wait,
Everybody
wait.
was
Gotta change my outfit, too.
fine.
Let's see. Change my costume so you can tell it's a different week. See?
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Hey, Mick, how you doing this week?
How's it going? Say, what are we doing this week?
Oh, well, I wanted to do some Jackie Chan, and I was thinking back to my childhood when I discovered Jackie Chan in the 90s. I was a late bloomer, so I wanted to watch some earlier stuff, and I remember really liking Drunken Master when I saw that in college,
Right.
but that was really early. But I've heard that this is kind of one of his breakthrough movies, like kind of a big one for him, so I wanted to talk about it. That's really why I picked it. Jackie Chan directed this movie, 1983, Police Story. This is interesting to me because I remember seeing Super Cop and not making that connection that was Police Story 3.
Right. Right.
I never made that connection until now.
I
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
I was surprised. It's funny that there's so many things in this film that it reminded me of my dad's description of flying.
I think you told me this before. It's pretty good, yeah.
It's it's moments of sheer terror, long periods of boredom interspersed by moments of sheer terror. That's kind of what this is. The really cool thing is when you saw the town, right?
Yeah, on the hill.
If you're in the know, you had to think to yourself, man, they set that up just to blow it up. That's all I can think of, right? Through the whole thing, I was just looking at it. I just looked at the screen and I thought to myself, well, they're gonna like just burn the whole thing or blow it up, and as it turns out they did all those things.
But I liked how they did it. Well, it was directed by a guy who was basically a stuntman, pretty much, more or less.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
No, I love how it starts out. That's like the opening scene. Basically, it's a car chase. Really, it starts off with
It is not the opening scene.
The opening scene is the detective or whatever.
It is literally a quarter of the film. Right.
That's the first third of the film, probably. Yeah.
I thought to myself that let's be real about this. Is there were just 2 parts of this film, right? There was
3.
There was that town.
What about the boring part?
Well, okay, the boring part,
the comedy part.
The comedy stuff in the middle, that didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is incredibly charismatic.
He's more charismatic with his Cantonese language. Like when he tries to speak English, he doesn't come across very well. Like I was impressed by his acting in this. I'm like, when he was getting angry and stuff, I'm like, okay, I actually buy that more than Steve Carell, for example.
Right, but at the same time,
or Steve Carell, for example.
Yeah. At the same time, the thing is there was this town, and the sequence in the town is worth. See, if you want a great movie, what you do is you take the sequence in town, right, and you take the sequence inside of the mall, and then you tag it with the outtakes. You take all the rest of the shit and just throw it away and just make that in and that's your movie, right? Then you got a real movie.
Preach. Yes, I agree with that.
Because the two, what you could do is you could just do the first quarter of the film, put it together with the outtakes, and then do the stuff that they did in the mall, right? Because
you can have one scene at the end that's the romantic scene.
Yeah, it's that big. That's
Actually, the mall scene was romantic because he was protecting a woman.
Yeah, he's protecting a woman.
No, but those two scenes you're talking about, the one at the beginning, the first third of the movie, last third of the movie, those were amazing.
They were amazing. They were completely amazing.
So if you like action, I think this is the one. This is the movie to watch.
Paula had to say, she goes, man, she says, that is more breakaway glass than I have ever seen.
Oh my God, the glass.
Oh my God.
I was like, how much glass did they go through?
Glass.
Actually, my favorite thing that happened was when he was thrown into the shelf, and you're expecting the shelf to shatter.
Right.
And he just kind of bounces off of it.
Right.
And then somebody takes the shelf and knocks it on him.
and pulls it down. Yeah, that's right. And then just pulls the whole wall down, right? Yeah.
And then when he fell through all the glass, that was pretty cool. But no, that's one thing too, is that this is Charlie Chaplin on steroids, basically, on speed.
It really is. It is. Charlie Chan is Charlie Chaplin. The whole motions and all the rest of that had to have come from Charlie Chaplin.
And you've talked about using the set before. He used this set where he was
oh my God,
dragging people through glass and
it is such a perfect example. The town was such a great example of just stunts.
And why would a town be built like that? That was what I was wondering. But on a hill like that.
See, that's the funny thing about it is it's when you see that. First of all, when you look at the town, you think to yourself, "Wow, it's amazing that they built it in the valley just like that," because it looks like it was made to a camera, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because the camera and where every shot is set up is just on the other side of that. It's on the other side of the ridge, and you go, yeah, that's, I could just see them out there during the scouting. You're right. That's where I want the town, right over there, and then we're going to come back down off that hill, and we're going to drive down off that hill, and then we're going to go right, and we're going to drive right through the town, and I want explosions, and I'm just before all the explosions, I'm going to have people trying to pull all of their propane tanks out. And
that was funny. There was a detective or somebody was like, "Hey, watch out for the children. Take care of the children and watch out for explosives." And the next shot, you see this guy picking up a kid and putting him inside a building, and then grabbing some propane tanks.
That's right, and grabbing the propane. Yeah, it was a very. It did look totally like it was put together by a stunt person.
Yeah. No, this was Jackie Chan all over. It's like the high energy action with the comedy and this is kind of at his physical peak too. I think he's very in shape.
And the great thing about it is if you're watching the end of it and it goes into the outtakes, right? And you're just watching these people mauling themselves, and you can't help but thinking to yourself is that I don't know who's out there or how they were raised, but I was raised at a time where you left the house, you went to school. When you got home, there was nobody there, and you went out and you literally f***ed around in the whole neighborhood. And you had to come in at dark.
Yep.
And all the things that are happening in that town, I have to say, I did not collectively, but one at a time, one way or the other.
Right. Yeah. Same here.
Every weird ass stunt and all the rest of it. That's what it reminded me of in the outtakes. It's like, yeah, these are the guys that just kept doing that.
Well, it's like Jackass. I mean,
right, exactly.
But with a plot.
It is, yeah. What it is it's Jackass International, Yeah, with sort of a plot.
Actually, one of my favorite scenes was the bus.
Oh yeah.
Where he has the umbrella and
when he stops, and the guys are all going through the windshields at the end. It was beautiful.
Did you catch the outtake where the bus went too far and he jumped out of the way at the last second?
Right, yeah, that's right. Paul goes like this. Paul he grabs a umbrella and he starts doing stunts with the umbrella. And the really cool thing about it is Paul goes, the umbrella keeps changing. Because depending on the stunt that he was coming up to, it either had a curved handle,
Right,
or it
yeah.
had a straight handle, or it was found, or it was, they must have had just like a truck full of those, all set up for every possible contingency, right? But still, brilliant from the point of view of the stunts themselves. Brilliant,
Yeah, I thought that. Well, you don't expect the plot to be heavy or interesting,
Yeah.
and there's always some cheesy
and the thing
romantic
is,
stuff.
The thing is weird. Have you thought about this? This is probably not going to happen again.
Right.
I mean, by 1985, it wouldn't have happened in America, right? Like all that was just a bunch of guys getting together, and obviously they were professionals, but it was flying by the seat of your pants professionalism.
No, you can tell that it looked pretty dangerous, like
Oh yeah,
it's out of control, kind of.
How many people on the set left the set on a stretcher is a pretty good indication.
Yeah, they showed that at the end. I was fascinated by that.
Yeah.
But no, what's interesting is that he remade this in 2004. Somebody remade it in 2004 with Jackie Chan in it. The new police story. I saw it on IMDb and I was like, "Is that real?" It's like,
okay, we gotta check that out at some point.
We should. Well,
we should.
And then I really wanted to see some Jackie Chan action because that Railroad Tigers where I think he threw one punch and barely hit the guy.
The motherfucker could really move. Right?
Yeah, I know. When he was, that's why Drunken Master is amazing.
But he also surrounded himself with people that could move.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times where, and I'm going to say that I'm not proud of myself about this, but there were times where the only thing that I could think of was everybody was kung fu fighting.
Well, totally, yeah.
Damn cats was fast as lightning. That's all I could think of, right?
Well, this is probably. I mean, I can see that connection because I think of that when I see David Carradine, I always hear that song in my head.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Doing any kung fu.
Yeah, right.
But this is probably my second favorite movie by Jackie Chan that I've seen. I've seen about probably 12 Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah, no,
and most of them are the most recent ones, like a lot of the Chris Tucker ones. That's where I kind of learned about Jackie Chan, but then I went back and saw Drunken Master, which is my favorite, which is amazing. Right. But yeah, just the style, because it was like he wasn't literally drunk, but the way he was fighting was like just amazing to see.
Yeah.
Like the Shaolin stuff.
Yeah,
that's kind of out there.
I mean, this wasn't. There are Jackie Chan movies that are more cohesive and pulled together better.
I wasn't in for I wanted to see action and crazy
just for the raw stunt capabilities, the jackass like stunt, groups and stuff. This was pretty amazing.
And throwing people between escalators was pretty amazing.
The fall going. Oh yeah.
Did you notice that? See, there was a stunt that he did that I know he did later on in the 90s. Might have been in it might have been in Super Cop. I don't know, but it was where he was sliding down the pole and the lights were popping.
Yeah. And this, he also did the one. It's coming down the. And by the way, I might add.
Or it might have been a curtain or something. Yeah, I don't remember.
He was coming down a tree. It was like a Christmas-like tree.
Oh, okay.
That was done with lights, right? And the thing is, and it's like probably 10 stories high, right? So when he does that, I like the fact that they enjoyed it so much. Even the editor enjoyed it so much that he literally showed the whole thing from beginning to end 3 times. I mean, Paul turns to me and she goes, "Well, they must like this a lot because it's happening again." And then I said, "No, it's happening again."
Right? Yeah. Well, there's no CGI back at this time too, so. That's one thing I like about it too, is that it's just it's all real, more or less.
Yeah, no,
they're not obviously throwing all the punches.
Yeah.
They're not hitting everybody, obviously, but
crazy stuff, man.
But he really throws himself into work. Yeah.
just yeah, you know, especially for the fact that I've already forgotten the middle of the film.
Let's.
See,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 4. Unless you make me include the middle of the film, in which case, yeah, it goes down a lot. But the parts that we were all there for
Yeah.
are all there.
See, I give it probably a 4.3, but I overlooked I just kind of take a nap during that part.
Yeah, that's
And then I don't care.
the middle.
Or fast forward.
That's really true.
I mean,
but you know what? The thing is though, and I know the structure because I studied a lot of these films for a long time in the 80s. Actually, I saw a lot of them because New Line Cinema was picking up a lot of those films and dubbing them. And
Which I think I saw a dub by New Line of this one, maybe, on YouTube.
Yeah, you probably did. I mean, a lot of them were released by, and the thing is they would show them to us, and we would see that. And I just remember, like, Chinese Ghost Story was one that I saw that was amazing. And the thing is we saw them with the Chinese dubs, and the Chinese would dub them into English as best they could. Without really good dubs, and they'd send them over to New Line Cinema, and then we'd have somebody redub them, right?
Yeah.
So listening to them or watching them with the Chinese dubs in it was absolutely incomprehensible. I mean, just you had no. But Honor seemed to have a lot to do with everything. That was the thing that was what I came away with was, well, and I mean, you know, there were elements of Chinese Ghost Story that were just Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and I would go, well, I don't remember Honor being part of it at all. Just saying. I'm just saying.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, well, you know.
No, I think it was fun to do an action movie too, because we've been doing a lot of horror and.
Yeah, no, it was a blast, and just, you know, what you do is you cook your dinner, you watch the beginning.
Well, you watch the middle part with your girlfriend, or something.
Or something.
And you say, look what he's doing with the chopsticks. They're not really chopsticks, they're pencils. Oh, God. He ate the erasers. Oh, my God. And then the phone scene, you know,
Yeah.
He's trying to do slapstick. See, that you can tell that Chan is a fan of slapstick.
I love it when he gets hit with the pie in the face, and then he pulls the phone off, and the shape of the phone is
Yeah, he literally did slapstick in this movie, which is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then bad romance.
slip, slap.
I don't know. Some of this stuff was kind of irritating. Like I kind of found it mildly entertaining. The dumb girlfriend that kept coming back.
Right.
It's like,
what was that all about? Man?
and the car rolling down the street. I mean, it was just mildly entertaining. It was like,
yeah.
It was like Saturday Afternoon with Gilbert Gottfried or something. It was just stupid.
It was just stupid.
Which actually, Gilbert Gottfried was really stupid, but really funny.
Just stupid. He was. May he rest in pieces.
Right. Well, yeah, literally, probably.
Yeah, literally.
At this point.
So that's it.
All right.
Talk to you later, bud. Bye.
Have a good one.